Hey guys, what is up? AwesomeTheSauce here. Hope you guys are having a great day. And welcome to another video covering another leak about the spring update that's coming to Wizard101. There's a lot coming in the spring update. Honestly, if you have been missing any of the videos, I highly recommend watching them. But we're getting some in-depth leaks recently, and I wanted to cover a very special one that came out this morning on Twitter. So Ratbeard tweeted on Twitter, right, as one does on Twitter. He tweeted a picture of this dude over here, and is apparently some sort of vendor that is coming to the arena in the upcoming update. Let's talk about this dude. Marco, I mean, he's a new person. He was referred by Ratbeard as the new crafting anvil for the arena. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with what a crafting anvil is, right? Every time there is not a Beast Moon hunt, but I believe it's called a Beast Moon Monster Mayhem, the PvE Beast Moon. Every time there's one of those, there's normally a crafting anvil literally right here. And what it helps you do is craft all kinds of things, including treasure cards that you might need to craft spell elements. And also it lets you craft gold idols so that you can unlock Beast Moon forms and tier them up later. So it's a very integral part of how you do Beast Moon, because if you don't use these, you're not really going to get the best spell elements from doing Beast Moon, and you're not going to get the best forms for doing Beast Moon. So we're going to have something that's very similar to an anvil, but I guess for PvP, I would have to assume, because it's a new one. If I'm not mistaken, this might be the first ever time that we've had craftable PvP gear. Now, we actually know a little bit more about the gear that's actually coming in the arena update that's coming up, and it's actually kind of massive. First off, this is something that people have been talking about for a very long time, ever since these packs with gear that was kind of good for PvP and like actually better than all other alternatives. Ever since they've come out, people have been asking for this. When is arena gear going to keep up with pack gear? And that is a very valid question, right? If you look through all of the 150 gear that's available for arena tickets, you'll notice something. None of them give resist. And yes, you do have a chance of getting a better deck. I would say the Duelist May Care deck is probably the best deck in the game just by stats alone, right? You get pip conserve, you get crit, you get block. I would say that the sideboard space holds it back a little bit, but it's a really good deck. But to do all of your PvP for one deck when there's literally, you know, like everything else that you could maybe have, it is a little nuts. So the fact that we're actually getting gear is insane. But we actually have specifics on this. So the two pieces of gear that I've seen in chat or in KI Live, where they've literally talked about how there's going to be a PvP alternative for it, is one, turquoise gear. This has been in the game since level 130, and yes, it's literally the best robe if you're trying to go offense. It gives pierce, accuracy, damage resist, literally gives the best stats you could ever want on a robe. But also, and I think this is the one that a bunch of people have been asking for, they're going to add an alternative to the motorist gear, and it's probably gonna be this Marco, the leaked dude that lets you craft it. If this isn't how you get this, there is gonna be another way by doing PvP that you can get something similar to a motorist overcoat. My guess is that this is the way to do it. And I really love that, because honestly, it does suck, right? Like right now, PvP is literally free to queue up, but it's not really free to play if you really think about it, because you're gonna lose to someone with a motorist overcoat if you don't have it, unless you're on a school that has a Dragoon robe that's better, which is basically just Life and Dice. So you might actually see more variety when it comes to people who are like very free to play in terms of what schools that they pick, and you just might see a smaller barrier of entry and another reason to do PvP in general. I honestly hope that if it's not the exact same, that it's somewhat better. I don't want it to be in any way worse than pack gear, because then yes, people will always be able to make the argument that, oh, I can just open a pack and I'm better off, right? It should always be, oh, I opened a pack, I'm just as good as someone who put a little bit more time maybe, but not as much crowns. So I hope that that's the direction that they go to. But the fact that they're adding a we've had confirmation on this, motorist and turquoise alternatives from a vendor in the arena, that's a big deal. That means as far as PvP is concerned, maybe opening a pack to do PvP might go down, like that idea. I hope they do this with wands, because right now, like, yes, you can rock a supreme wand, great, right? That's not it has nothing to do with crowns. But the second, right, the absolute second you want something like pip conserve, oh well, now you needed crowns, right? Like if you want the white New Year's noisemaker, you needed crowns. So I hope we have pip conserve wands. I hope we have high sideboard decks. I hope we have better mastery amulets. I hope we have obviously motorist and turquoise type gear. All of those would be great. I also think that we are going to be seeing running, as they said in the past KI Live, double school gear. Basically, they moved away from this a while ago, as in like, oh, if you're running like, I don't know, like a mastery, right? Like, what can you do with that mastery other than a utility? We might be getting gear that answers that question. We might be getting gear that gives us damage. Like, if I'm running fire with Ice Master, I might get damage for ice. I might get certain stats that help me use actual ice spells as hits. Now, the real question and controversy here is going to be, how do you actually craft this gear, right? And this is a big, big deal, because the last time that they did something even remotely similar to this, there was a lot of backlash from the PvE community because they inserted PvP a little too much, I guess, into regular game experience. Really, I think that's a very dumb point. I know that's like a harsh thing. I feel like if you have a reason to do things in this game, that's never bad, right? Beast Moon Spellments, not really a bad thing. You have a reason to do Beast Moon. Reagents that are tied to PvP, like participation trophies, yeah, that's not the worst thing. You have a reason to play some part of the game that you might not have tried. I'm referring to these wands right here, right? They came out a long, long time ago, and, you know, like, when level 115 was literally, like, a high level. But basically, right, they required that you had, where is it? They required that you had a participation trophy to use it. And basically, like, if you wanted like the energy on it, and if you wanted the best version of it, you needed to have participation trophies. And the only way to get these participation trophies was by basically doing tournaments, getting not even actual PvP, tournaments, and then basically just doing PvP, getting participation trophies with arena tickets, and then crafting it. People really didn't like that, and honestly, I don't get that argument at all, because I hope that this doesn't just crop up and, like, I don't know, drive the devs away from doing this, because at the end of the day, people farm in PvE to get gear to do PvP. There's no reason why people shouldn't do PvP to get stuff that can help them in PvE, like gear. I was watching a whole ass Blaze Lifehammer video the other day, and I was appalled by his opinions, because like, he literally saw, right, all of these spells, right, that were just for PvP, and he was like, yo, like, bro, make another trainer for it. And I didn't think about it until I realized, yeah, I PvP a lot, so this doesn't seem weird to me. But yeah, it is very, very strange, and I think it does cause a lot of tension within people that only do PvP and only do PvE. It causes a lot of tension when you have training spells that are just PvP, when you have gear that's just PvP, when you have cool concepts that are gated behind just PvP or even just PvE. I hope that what this arena vendor does is somewhat, you know, dismantle that so that people can just do both and benefit both sides of the way they play the game. But yeah, guys, very, very exciting things coming with this vendor. A new Motors overcoat, new turquoise, new double gear stuff, hopefully better wands, better amulets, maybe PvP pets that give cool cards. Let me know what you guys think of this vendor. I hope that you guys are as excited as I am, because honestly, a craftable vendor in PvP, that's not like a thing we've had. It's completely new. What are you guys worried about when it comes to this, and what are you guys excited about? Let me know in the comments. As always, drop a like if you enjoyed, leave a sub if you're new, and if somebody has not told you you're awesome today, they doing something wrong, so stay awesome. And yeah, yo.